Ube Halaya is a Filipino dessert made with tubers of the purple yam or ube, mixed with milk and sugar, and cooked over low heat. It can be enjoyed as is, or topped or filled in breads, cakes, and other desserts. You can even enjoy them just boiled, peeled, and dipped in sugar if you're not too keen to cook, and then freeze the leftover for future use. Although they are normally enjoyed in sweet desserts, they are also good in savory dishes like in sinigang, where you can use it in place of taro. Ube is an herbaceous perennial, but here in the Philippines, it is usually grown as an annual. It's grown in the first quarter of the year with intent to harvest for the Yuletide season celebrations. You can grow ube from tubers bought from the market or grow from the bulbils that you'll find hanging from mature vines. You can grow them straight away in the ground or in containers before transferring in the ground when they are bigger. They are heavy feeders, so it's important to prepare the soil where you intend to grow them. I usually use 1 part each of sand, garden soil, and homemade compost to grow things, but because ube are heavy feeders, I also have a built-in composting system near it where I put in kitchen scraps high in root crops and food pills, but not necessarily in leaves and veggies. And because I have a very shallow bed, I cover the bulb with just a thin layer of soil and top more soil and compost as it grows. Ube can grow up to 15 or 20-meter long vine, so they need a lot of nutrients to produce tubers. That's why I continuously fill up the foot-long PVC tube with kitchen scraps like this throughout the growing season. When it's filled to the brim, I cover it with something heavy so no animals can get access. As for watering, I water deeply but letting the first 2 inches of soil dry in between waterings. The cycle of watering and feeding with kitchen scraps goes on the entire time. When the leaves turn yellow and start to dry, the tubers below are ready for harvest. My raised bed is very shallow, only 12 inches deep and also very narrow at 12 inches across. That's why I scrape some of the flesh off with my shovel during harvest, but I was able to get at least 1.65 kilograms from this. And that's from less than a year of growth. A lot of people do not know the difference between a yam, a taro, and a sweet potato. This is a yam, has dark rough skin, grows from a vine, and its leaves are toxic. This one's a taro. Roots, stems, and leaves are all edible, but should be cooked well for they contain oxalates and would be itchy if undercooked. And this is a sweet potato. Both the roots and the leaves are edible. And unlike the two, its tubers has smooth skin. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a few things from it. This is Medge, and this is life in my food forest.